exactly. I knew. A little bit of confidence in you. That's it.
Idle?
A little bit early, but yeah, you can do.
Okay.
Idle, eyes to the end of the runway, hold the nose, bring it back a little bit and hold it there, pull back a little bit more. Oh, it's a greaser! It's a greaser! I've missed doing this, man.
Welcome to LewDix Aviation, the home of fun-filled aviation videos. I invite you to like, subscribe and enjoy the flight as I welcome you to the sky. LewDix Aviation videos are edited to be as entertaining as possible. This may remove context. Many procedures, situations, explanations and flight phases have been edited out. Do not use for instructional purposes. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
Alpha 70, Echo 4, Echo Alpha, Cross 3 and Alpha 49.
That was for your performance and nothing else.
Perfect taxiing.
Exactly.
Today's student pilot is Matthew, who came down from Indiana and wanted some help with his landings. He told me about his training so far and that landings just aren't clicking for him. I noticed that it might be because he doesn't have the confidence that he can do it. And confidence starts with knowing what's expected of him, especially with a new CFI that he's never met in person before. A departure briefing that includes how I teach to fly the traffic pattern goes a long way to make students feel more comfortable.
You're going to obviously lift off at 60. BY 73, make a left turn at your normal stuff, do your normal pattern.
So what, AGL, or MSO, what are we?
I usually do it around 700 feet.
Okay.
You can do it sooner, you can do it however you've been doing it with your instructor just to maintain the consistency. But yeah, turn on a crosswind, get onto downwind at 1100 feet. We may get some extensions of the downwind today just because this airport is usually really busy.
Okay.
And if that's the case, you can just slow it down, do whatever you need to do to kind of, you know, fly the plane just as you normally would do. And then when it comes to the landings, I'll kind of talk you through it, but I want to see the first one on how you're doing it and kind of, you know, gauge, then we'll kind of take it from there. But if you have your eyes, once you're rounding out to the end of the runway and hold the nose up to it and just hold it until the energy bleeds off, you should be okay, but I want to see what you can do first.
Okay, I know that on I've been jerky.
Right, okay.
So that's been a little bit of an issue for me.
And is that kind of nervousness coming in? It is, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's I have a Microsoft Flight Simulator, so it's just I tend, obviously that's so much easier.
Right.
It's not real life.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no pressure.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, easy to grease landings when there's no.
It's like when you can't kill someone. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's usually the case when people are learning to land, scared of the ground, but with proper techniques and confidence, they start nailing the landings. I don't look for perfection immediately when teaching people how to land, that's just unrealistic. Instead, each landing will have a lesson to take away from it for the student to improve.
You've got to be given the confidence to kind of do it and see it right one time and then aim for that the next and the next and the next. So
because it's just when around I end up doing, just pulling back and thinking that it's going to be in the perfect spot.
Right, exactly.
I'm letting the plane tell me what it's doing and hoping that it just works out.
You're becoming a passenger at that point.
Exactly.
You're setting it. It's like, oh, come on. Well,
exactly.
No, that's the end of the runway. If you that's your goal, to kind of keep the nose towards the end of the runway once you're there, and just keep your eyes on that spot. Where have you been aiming on the runway?
The threshold.
The threshold. Okay.
The threshold or the numbers.
Yeah, perfect. Aim for that. Once we're over that, with your airspeed, obviously airspeed is king. You want to be rounding out and flaring, and at that point, move your eyes to the end and just hold the nose to the end of the runway. Just keep your eyes on that.
Okay.
Keep your eyes on it. Keep centerline control, and just it should work out well.
And 65?
Yeah, 65 is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, between 60 and 65. Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've seen the way I operate in videos. It's exactly the same in real life. But I mean, off camera, I'll be f***ing shouting at you.
You edit all that shit out?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can't do that. It's bad for business.
You have no business flying a plane. At the end, you're like, great job,
well done.
Yeah.
Come back and see
You're
me.
awesome. When we do the pattern, am I checking checklists all the time?
No.
Or do I? Okay.
No. We've done all the checklists. I mean, we can periodically do like a GUMS check, but other than that, you've done everything.
Okay.
We're doing touch and goes. If you were doing full stop taxi backs, different story. But we've done the checklists and we'll do a periodic check.
Okay, so with this being my first touch and go.
Yeah, man.
Are you going to take?
Oh, hold on. You've never done a touch and go.
Never ever. We always taxi back. But I know because we're at a Gulf, so it's not a big deal. It's
Yeah, of course.
Maybe 2 planes in the pattern, if at the most. You want to take controls, or do you just want me?
I want you to so get yourself stable on the center line. Carb heat off. Flaps.
Flaps all at once?
Flaps all at once.
Okay.
Pull them up. maintain a center line, just normal takeoff.
Tower, this is Diamond, November.
It's easy, really easy. I'm surprised you've not done it.
November 734, Mike Golf, exec tower, follow Skyhawk, that's on the go, runway 7 at Alpha 7, clear for takeoff, Skyhawk, Diamond traffic, 1 mile final.
Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 7, Alpha 7, and we'll follow the traffic for 734, Mike Golf.
He's alive.
Welcome to the sky, my friend.
Today is a glorious day to be practicing landings. Winds are calm, skies are clear, and the only thing that will slow us down is the amount of traffic coming in and out of this airport. But that provides the opportunity for great practice for downwind extensions.
Hey, that takeoff was very smooth.
It's a very smooth day.
Yeah. Don't credit the pilot. Alright, that's our traffic.
770, line
Oh,
up.
right there.
Runway heading, runway 7 at Alpha 7, clear for takeoff.
7 Alpha 7, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading 770.
And do we make calls for every turn?
734, Mike Golf is following traffic off your left and downwind, follow them, please.
Alright, we've got the traffic off the left hand side, we'll follow them, 734 Mike Golf. Yeah, no, we're not making calls, we're just listening to what they're telling us. Follow their instructions. It is rather busy in here.
So this is the first time that I'm seeing Matthew fly, so I'm observing his techniques before stepping in to give instruction. It's not easy flying with a new person in a different aircraft, so it's understandable with a lot going on what's about to happen.
That was kind of a wonky cross.
A little bit of a wonky one.
Yeah.
Give me a turn to downwind now.
Okay.
Let's, and then just drop us down to 1100. Watching for that. I know there's a lot going on because it's a new place. A lot of stuff going on.
Now I know that Matthew is kicking himself for that altitude deviation. It wouldn't help the situation for the CFI to berate or belittle the student for making this mistake. With a little instruction and encouragement, you'll see that from this point onwards, his altitude control gets a lot better, and it's pretty cool to see.
Do we drop flaps?
November 101,
Flaps 10 at
You can do. You see the buildings here?
Yeah.
If you stay to the right of these buildings, that should keep you on a nice downwind.
Okay.
Just to keep it nice and symmetrical.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. You're looking for like a 250 heading on the downwind.
November 4, Mike Golf, follow Skyhawk ahead of you, number 2, runway 7, clear, touch and go.
Follow Skyhawk, number 2, clear touch and go, runway 7, 4 Mike Golf. So yeah, it's a little bit extended, but you know, do your thing as you normally would. And
Okay.
we'll see how the landing
Julie,
is.
Papa, you ready?
Well, that's what, with not knowing this pattern,
Yeah.
where do you typically
Make left close traffic.
notch your flaps?
Well, so I would be doing like 1 now, just to slow it down a little bit because we're extending. If you want to start doing it now.
Okay.
Aircare 1 landing at Palm Beach,
With your instructor, how many notches of flaps have been using? Like how many degrees?
30.
30. Okay, good. Yeah, good.
That's the
Give yourself a base turn now. Get that descent going.
Runway 7, clear, touch and go, number 3.
And you're looking for about 70 to 75 knots on a base.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go. There
Slow
you go.
down quite a bit.
Exactly.
Tower J3.
Again, a lot going on. New airspace, new aircraft, new dip next to you.
Eastern, Delta.
Nice and symmetrical, lovely.
Tower, Diamond,
Go ahead, turn base.
637, Papa.
Turn final now, yeah.
8 miles
Or
to the
final, I
left.
mean.
Yeah.
With November, inbound full spot.
Just be careful of that.
Oh, my
yeah,
gosh.
there you go, there you go, there you go.
Continue that head and join a 7 miles straight in for
Head on a swivel. Nice.
Go ahead and put the 30 in now.
I'd wait until we're just a little bit closer, just till we made the runway.
Okay.
How's your trim?
Tower, 111 kilo.
A little back.
Okay.
111 kilo Charlie, stand by.
Having to force it here.
That's going to help you keep the nose down and stop it from stop the airspeed from dropping too much.
Okay.
Extend that down one.
But you're looking good. You're looking very nice.
7 Lima Alpha, fly suggested.
Just remember, once we're over the runway, just move your eyes to the end of it and hold the nose to it.
Just ahead,
Okay.
we'll go 320.
Beautiful, man. All right, 30 degrees.
30 degrees.
Glorious. Beautiful. And now you can start working that airspeed back to around 65 or so, between 60 and 65.
Okay.
Nice and stable. We've got plenty of altitude, so you can afford to drop the nose and kind of drop the power a little bit. Are you fighting to push it?
Not really. Well, yeah, a little bit.
Little bit.
Once you're establishing that downwind, go ahead
Nice.
and extend your downwind.
Yeah, you got your 65. You're looking nice.
Downwind 1 Delta Alpha.
Looking beautiful. You got a beautiful view of the runway. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Just fly due
Exactly.
northbound. Have a diamond 2 miles west
Come on,
of
knees, how you
position.
doing?
Executing 360. Fly northbound.
Beautiful. Very, very nice. You can afford to drop the power a little bit just to drop us in. Your airspeed is absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine. Airspeed's glorious. You don't need to look at it again. So now, you You can bring it just a little bit lower, eyes to the end, pull the nose up to it, power idle.
Whoa. Whoa.
Alright. And then,
Diamond,
nice
627
takeoff.
pop out, runway 7, clear to land.
Clear to land. Runway 77, Papa Alpha.
And welcome back to the sky.
Damn, you didn't do anything, did you?
Nothing.
Damn.
Not a thing.
Oh, you're f***ing awesome,
Not a
dude.
thing, brother.
Damn.
Not a thing. You've got to learn this, right? So
Yeah.
it doesn't help with me on the controls. I tend to take a step back and observe. If something's really wrong, I'll jump in. But until that point,
Well, because usually, if I'm hitting a landing, I'm getting a little bit of a bounce, or
yeah.
but I guess it's just
Roger, stand by, sir.
you not touching anything makes me focus on, hey, I got to do
You
this.
gotta
or I'm
do it,
fucked.
yeah. That's what you gotta do, man.
Oh, damn.
Hey, not bad, alright? Not bad. So, and hey, first touch and go. Congratulations.
Thank you very much,
Nice
man. I
transition
appreciate
into that. You had carpet, flaps, and you went. Good transition. As far as the landing is concerned, you did a little bit of what you said before you became a passenger at one point. You kind of just held it, and it kind of dropped on us instead of us holding the nose to the end of the runway.
Gotcha.
That was the only thing. The approach was nice, although a little bit high, but long runway, better to be high than low.
Yes.
But you brought it in, nice approach. It's just that last f***ing 5 seconds of what we do. That's it.
Okay.
Crosswind.
734 Mike Golf, start that crosswind.
Crosswind 734, my God.
Yeah, and I felt it. I just kind of plopped in there.
Yeah, exactly. The aircraft still had too much energy, so we need to bleed that off, and that's where that holding it to the end of the runway comes in.
Okay.
You'll do it on this one. You'll do it on this one.
Exuding confidence.
There you go, man.
I appreciate it.
That's what it's about, man. You being able to control the whole thing and not having someone fighting you, I think that's what you need.
And the wind's being calm certainly helps out.
No, the whipping. Nice and stabilised. A stabilised approach is going to lead to a good landing.
November 387 Lima Alpha, for exchange approval.
That is with the symmetrical pattern, it's with your air speeds, it's with your control, everything is involved, A little bit high, just fix that.
Oh, yep,
I'm going to be on you on everything.
Okay, yeah. And no problem with that at all.
Absolutely.
And what a great attitude that is to have. As a student pilot, you have to have the openness to critique and the desire to be better, and that one line from Matthew shows he's got the right mentality to yield results.
So what you're doing is perfect here. This is a perfect downwind. Nice distance.
It's all about the instructor.
I'm doing nothing, man. I'm just telling you.
So do we extend downwind again? Is that what?
Yeah, we'll extend, yeah.
Thank you.
You can see, looking at the runway now and looking at the nose, we're kind of angled in a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
If you want to pull it out just a touch. And again, that's where reference is coming. You see this big white building?
Yes.
If you're to that or just outside of it, yeah, just on the outside of it, you're perfect. And then once you're past it, obviously you've got the stadium just past it, and the lake. So if you're right of the stadium and going towards the lake, you're perfect.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the reference points. I appreciate
no worries, man. Yeah, you've never flown this area, so it's difficult, man. It really is.
November 734 Mike Golf, follow the Skyhawk just ahead at your left in that base turn number 2, runway 7, clear touch and go.
Follow Skyhawk, number 2, clear touch and go, runway 7, 734 Michael.
Chester 62770, follow Skyhawk ahead of you in the downwind, number 3, runway 7, clear touch and go.
Beautiful. Alright, man, start slowing it down and introducing flaps. And
November 1 Delta Alpha, make the
about 80 or so on the downwind, 75, 70 on the base, and then 65 short fire.
Okay.
That's what we'll look for. Beautiful. You're between 70 and 75 on a base. It's very nice. How's your trim? Trim's okay?
Yeah, I'm just having to push just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, whenever I introduce flaps, I always trim down just a little bit, just to help me so I'm not fighting. You know what I mean? It helps me with the airspeed. It's different for everybody. You don't have to use trim, but beautifully symmetrical. So amazing. Love it. You got your airspeed.
Shall I go ahead and hit 20?
Do it.
Okay. Flaps 20.
Yes, sir. Now again, this is going to be more of a rise, so there you go. Trim it if you need it.
7 and Alpha 7, give me about 2 minutes.
70 knots. Go ahead and hit base.
Final is what we're hitting.
Why do I keep doing that?
November 2 Alpha Sierra, turn left
Leveling
just
it
ahead
out,
of
lovely
270,
stuff. Just
270.
keep that descent coming a little bit because we are just a little bit high. It's difficult. The pappies are out of service on this runway, so it's all about judgment. Now, do you feel high or low?
High.
A little bit high, right? You can afford to drop that power a little bit. And then it's going to drop on you a little bit, and you can raise the nose a touch, and that's going to slow down your airspeed.
Okay.
So you're lucky God, you got a beautiful descent to the runway. It's glorious, man. Your approach is not a problem. It's literally just that last little bit. Nice, I see you playing with the pitch to get that airspeed. Absolutely, absolutely. Now with this much power out, there's going to be a point where it starts to really drop on you, which is where you would reintroduce. Exactly. It's lovely, man. It is really nice. Really nice. Now, how's that airspeed?
A little fast.
A little bit fast. So again, and we know we're a little bit high, so you can afford to drop the power a little bit, which is going to afford you the opportunity to raise the nose and bleed off the speed while dropping altitude. It's lovely. Now just remember, eyes to the end of the runway and hold the nose to it. Don't be a passenger.
Okay.
Snap yourself out of that passenger thing.
Contact when report.
Beautiful. Your airspeed's absolutely fine. Your airspeed's glorious.
Thank you, 2 hours circuiting.
Glorious. Keep this for now. Keep this for now.
Idle?
A little bit early, but yeah, you can do.
Okay.
Idle, eyes to the end of the runway, hold the nose, bring it back a little bit and hold it there, pull back a little bit more. Oh, it's a greaser! It's a greaser! Ah! Beautiful!
Damn.
Nailed it!
Full power. Damn, man. That was awesome.
You got it, man. There you go. I don't know why I screamed. That was
that's what, yeah.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah.
That is exciting. Greaser on the second one.
That's awesome.
Good stuff, good stuff. You see, you weren't a passenger, right? So you held it to the end of the runway, and then you felt at a point it drops away, and at that point you're just holding the nose back even further just to keep the end of the runway, and it's a greaser. It's...
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
Goosebumps, brother. I tell you, I've missed doing this, man. I've missed this.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I've missed it.
And see, it just feels like you're not touching anything, so I know if I screw up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It helps.
100%, I've done nothing.
This is why I love instructing and why I wanted to share this video. Yes, at times instructing can be frustrating, but that moment of elation when a student does something well or grasps a concept for the first time is unmatched in aviation. Knowing that you were the one to help them get to that point makes me so proud to do what I do. And Matthew's about to make me proud again with what he's about to say.
That's one thing I don't like about the high wing. I can't see the runway.
See, yeah, exactly. You got to lift it to be able to see it. Yeah.
That cements him as legendary status to me, and it's evident that he's become a lot more comfortable throughout this flight.
Another reference for you, just at the tip of this lake here.
Okay.
So right now, turning downwind would be perfect. 1,100 feet, you're backing it off. You're getting more comfortable, man.
Yeah. That's all it is comfort and confidence.
It. Confidence, man. Build that confidence.
Working wonders. Well, those two felt pretty good. Well, the second one felt a lot better.
The second one was a greaser. The first one kind of just let it, with a passenger, let it kind of come down a little bit too much energy. But the second one was perfect. Just do that again. Just, again, end of the runway, hold it, hold it, hold it. Once the aircraft drops away, you can hold it back even further, which is your flare, and then it's going to grease it in.
This is the last landing of the video, and it's been fantastic to help Matthew in my short time flying with him. My Patreon supporters at the Welcome to the Sky tier have access to an extended version with exclusive footage from this flight. So if you're interested in supporting me, you can head over to patreon.com/LewDix Aviation to find out more about the exclusive perks that I have there.
Are you going to mention the flying eyes?
I can't. No, you're not wearing it.
Or even use my Flying Eyes discount code to save 10% off the best and most comfortable sunglasses for pilots. Regardless of what you do, just having you watch these videos and subscribing and liking the videos, it all helps me make content full-time again as I transition back from the airlines to helping our aviation community.
Turn base?
Number 4, my golf, start your base if you haven't already.
Alright, turning base now, for my golf. Finals clear, looking good, clear to land.
70,
just to reiterate everything, eyes to the end of the runway, bleed it off, hold it there. Once it drops, pull back a little bit more, just keep that nose at the end.
Runway 7 clear to land, sound your mouth on.
It's looking good though, it's nice.
Big tower, chase 3.
Airspeed's where it needs to be. Lovely. Very, very nice.
Downtown, departures approved.
You're coming in, just keep that nose towards the runway. And just fight the urge to really yank it back, just hold it kind of level towards the end of the runway, that's it. So bringing it in, now you can start to level it off, just hold it there, kind of let it settle in, power back.
Number 070,
and then
approved.
a little bit more of a pullback. Okay. Mic controls?
Air controls.
Mic controls.
Thought that was going to be the best one. And then
I know. It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there, man. Again, it's just that final little bit. You're leveling off and you're looking at the end of the runway, but then again, we're kind of just letting it becoming a passenger is what it is. You're kind of just letting it sit.
Instead of pulling back and let it bleed off more, I'm just hey, let's hit here.
Exactly. What's saying look at the end of the runway and kind of level it off and hold it there until it drops away? Because when it drops away, the only thing you can do is to pull back and keep the nose at the end of the runway, because as it drops, you're coming away from the end of the runway,
exactly.
right? So that is your flare right there for that last little bit. That's what, me saying that is designed to do. But you're right there. Your approaches are nice. You're on your airspeed. You got no problem there. It's just that last second.
And it's crazy because I know everything.
Yeah.
I know what I'm supposed to do, and then it's just like that last second.
Exactly.
It's just once I perfect that last second, it's gonna be good.
That's it. But now you know what you're looking for in each landing. You know what you're aiming for. You know the picture you're looking for. And if you can just train your brain to at that last second, just remind yourself, oh, I got to pull back and hold it to the end. That's it.